Hello people, here we are today at Titan Machine Tool. Show you what we got going on. Customer brought me this lead screw. It's for the cross slide of a lathe. I think it's an Atlas lathe, I think that's what he said. But anyways, he wanted me to make him a new one because the threads were all worn out. I said to him, I says, hey, you want to replace the screw, but the nut is shot to hell as well. Why would you replace the screw if the nut's still no good? I said, you might as well just go get yourself a new lathe at an auction or whatever. It'll probably be cheaper. But anyways, who am I to refuse somebody's money? So that's what he wants me to make. He wants me to make that screw and the nut. Problem is that the screw is proprietary. 7/16 ACME thread is a standard 12 pitch, but this is a 10 pitch. You want the 10 pitch, 100 thousandths per turn, to match up with your cross slide so that when you turn it, you get the 100 thousandths. So anyways, we needed a 7/16 10 left-hand ACME thread. So the customer went and got the tap. Here's the tap. Show you the tap. I couldn't source one. Every place I was sourcing them from, they were, being that they're custom, they were kind of expensive. So I get the impression this is a Chinese one. Not certain. A few people know. MPI Tools. Is that a domestic manufacturer? Couldn't tell you. But nonetheless, to be honest with you, looking at it, I was a little uncertain that it would get the job done. But it did. It's certainly not the most beautiful thread I've ever seen, but it's better than this one. This one's toast. This thing's toast. So anyways, I made the block, I tapped it, and I checked it on this end of the thread over here, which is not worn out at all. This is still nice virgin thread right here, and it screws on. I mean, what more can you do, right? So that's what we're going to do. We made the nut, and now we're going to cut the thread to match the nut and hope that it all comes out. Fingers crossed, right? So here's the tool. Here's the tool I'm going to cut that thread with right there. Something doesn't quite look right. I think something's missing here. Oh! She's upside down. So I got the tool set up upside down because the Prototrak, in order to cut a left-hand thread, you need to still be on this side of the spindle. You cannot program to cut on this side of the spindle. You cannot program to cut away from the spindle. We can only cut on this side of the spindle going in that direction. So what do we need to do? We need to flip the tool upside down and run the spindle in reverse. So that's what we're going to do over here. We're going to put the tool on, set her up. Now I already put it on center. We're looking at it upside down here. I already put it on center. I did take a test cut already to see if it would even work. It's not the most beautiful threads in the world, but I did take a test cut. Seemed okay. So let's go. We're gonna just cut. We're gonna let it rip. I'm running at 185 RPMs. We gotta cut that 7 3/8 long, so that's kind of long there. And I got a lot of passes. I think I programmed it to take 15 passes. We're gonna pussyfoot and see what it does. I don't know what it's gonna do, so we're gonna find out together. See what's going on. I already put some clingy oil on because we're running upside down, so I kind of want it to stay on there. I can't apply it right to the tool because the tool's upside down. Spindle on, reverse, 185 RPMs. Cue up the program, run, start. We're gonna track on the first one just to make sure nothing crashes. Track for safety, right? See what happens here. Well, we're not gonna be able to see it cutting because she's upside down. See what happens. Fingers crossed. All right, once it picks up the lead, it's gonna go. I want to go real easy because this thing's only 442 in diameter. It's damn long. That's why we're going to take baby pussyfooting cuts. All right, so that went well so far. I'm going to put her in auto. CNC run. Sorry. Go. See what happens here. We're going to just let her cut. Maybe the other side's better. We can see better from the other side. All we see is smoke signals. She's smoky. Let's come around the other side, see if we can see better. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work out. We get close to the center over here too. We don't want to crash into that. Hey, no complaints so far. The chips look pretty decent. She's not squealing. Cutting upside down. I don't know if the thread's going to be any good, but the chip certainly looks nice. Sorry, I'm holding the camera by hand here. Sorry. There's no way I could have set the tripod up to get this one, so. It's this view or no view. Sorry, people. What's that thread looking like? More oil on there. Sorry, people, for screwing your view up. Like I said, 14 passes, so see what that looks like when it's done. 3 spring passes. Chips out of there. And when programming on the Prototrak, the line programming, it asks you what the plunge angle is. You can change your plunge angle. 60 degree thread would be, your 29 and change plunge angle. ACME thread is 29 degrees included. gonna have to get that one out of there when we're done. So anyways, you can tell at 14.5 for the plunge angle, but I'm just plunging straight. I ain't using no plunge angle. We're just doing straight in plunge. So we'll see how that looks when she's done. I'll pull those chips out of there, but there's no way I'm grabbing them like with my hand. Let's see if I can fish them out. I lost count on the passes, but I can see we're up to 11.5 minutes almost. That was trying to get me. Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to stop making some noise when it gets to the middle like that. A little bit of noise, but not bad. That is a long, unsupported cut. I think it's taking its spring passes now. Sorry for not holding the camera steady. Yeah, I expect to get some spring in the middle. You know that tool's got to be pushing that shaft away some. Yeah, see, it takes no material when it's close to the center because it's supported rather stiff. And then the material again fades out as it gets closer to the chuck. And it's really only springing in the middle. So I programmed 3 spring passes. All right, so that was it right there. So there we go. Take a look-see here. Wow, that don't look too shabby. That don't look too shabby. I really can't see it, to be honest with you. My vision is not so good. I got to put my magnifiers on and get down there and get in close and look at it to see what it really looks like. But I still have to size it. So I'm going to take the nut that I made and I'm going to run the nut over it until it just goes. If it doesn't go, I'll make a X offset, a little wear offset on the tool geometry. We'll take another pass, we'll cut it again, and we'll cut it until the nut goes. And hopefully, when we're all done, that'll work pretty nice. So anyways, left-hand thread, left-hand Acme thread, 7/16 10, left-hand Acme thread, cut on the Prototrak lathe. Like I said, we had to set the tool up upside down. We had to set up the tool upside down because we could only cut on this side of the spindle, heading towards the spindle. So we run it in reverse, tool upside down, left-hand thread. All right, my people, hope that video was not too crappy. There's the tool right there. She's got some chips on her. But when you buy the insert tooling, you have to buy it specific for the thread, the Acme thread that you're cutting. So fortunately, I had this insert already because not all that long ago, we did some 4140 HT 3/4 10 threaded turnbuckle pieces. So I already had the tool. So that worked out nicely. But anyways, here we go. If I do anything else interesting on this part, you know, I got to cut a Woodruff key there. Got to cut a keyway right there, thread that end of it. If anything else is interesting, I'll do another video and show you. But I figure the upside down left hand 7/16 10 Acme thread with the tap and the setting up of the tool was interesting. So there we go, my friends. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good day and thank you for watching. Please subscribe.